Hi guys, and we're back at Motorhead with Andy. Andy is going to give us the specs on the 300 from Chrysler. This is a 2016? 15. So he is going to give us all of the new generation looks about this car, because it sort of doesn't even look similar to the old 2000 and I think 10 is when they actually started the 300.
Yeah, I know. When we launched this car originally, I mean, this is actually the 60th anniversary when we first launched the 300 back in 1955. You know, we launched the letter series back then, 300 horsepower, kind of set the world on blaze. And what we found was every successful vehicle that we had in the past had two things. It had power, but it also had that bold front end, that bold look. So what we tried to do with this new version for 15 is bring this exterior design a little bit back to that and to the '05 car that kind of set the world on fire, the baby Bentley that everyone loves. So we started with the front end of this car. We made the grille about 30% bigger than the exit grille. We changed the headlights, the lower fascia. We added LED fogs, changed the whole lower rear to give it a little bit more aggressive feel to it. So the whole front end of this car has been completely changed for 15, and really I think brings it back to that, a little bit of that boldness that you got from the 2005 car that everyone, you know, fell in love with.
Wow, yes.
So we also changed, updated the back of the car too. You know, updated the LED taillights on that and updated lower rear fascias. The interiors are all new.
So let's take a look at the back.
Let's do that.
Now, you were speaking about something about the new detailing on the back?
Yeah, so we also updated the rear of this car as well. We started with the taillights. So the nice new taillights are all LED. So you have a nice smooth diffused LED. It's that's standard on every trim, and the inside is also the brake lights that turn on. Those are also full LED. So they give us a nice elegant look to both of the taillights. Also updated the lower rear fascia. What we did is we integrated the exhaust pipes, and they're now horizontal. You know, and it's a nice integrated horizontal look that's pretty aggressive, a little bit more modern, and it's something we did on 200 too. So there's a little bit of family resemblance on both the taillights and the exhaust.
So the exhaust is sort of hidden then?
Well, a little bit. I mean, it's integrated into the fascia, so you see it. It's not obviously protruding out of the fascia, but it is kind of aggressive in that it's actually integrated into the fascia. You know, that's something we're seeing more and more, is more integrated exhaust.
Yes. So the back tail looks a little smaller though.
No, I mean, it's basically carryover. One thing is unique. This is the S model, and this is the V8. When you get the S and you get the V8, you do get this lip spoiler, which we actually borrowed from our SRT friends. So this is standard on every S V8 that you get, which does give it a nice kind of more aggressive look on the back end.
Well, one thing I have noticed with the 300, it doesn't look like any other sedan. It looks like a very powerhouse, aggressive vehicle coming down the road, even when it's not even doing 55.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that bold, iconic design. The rear-wheel drive proportions give us that short overhang, the tall sills, and it's just a very imposing figure going down the road. Always has been, and that's why the customers buy this car.
So you think this is why it makes it so popular?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the reasons. I mean, you know, if you look at what's made the 300 successful over the years, it has been a lot about the style and the image that, you know, this vehicle protrudes when it's going down the road, but also, you know, it's about the efficiency. You know, this car has 31 miles per gallon on the V6, which is best in its segment. It has an award-winning interior. You know, it's the #2 Consumer Reports rated car in this segment. So we have a lot of quality and performance to back up the looks now. It's not just you know, all about looks anymore.
And I think 100,000 mile powertrain too, right?
Yep. 5 years or 100,000 mile powertrain warranty as well. So we're standing behind the powertrain big time.
So Andy is going to give us specs on one of the Platinum models though. So what is in this vehicle that has more technology than ever?
Well, this is our top end for this year. It's a new model, the 300C Platinum. It's a new trim for us, and it's kind of since this car is our flagship, we describe this as kind of the flagship of our flagship. So, you know, it starts with imposing looks on the outside, but the interior absolutely stands out in this class.
Yes.
On the interior of this car, you're getting standard waffled Napa leather seats that are heated and ventilated. You're getting real open pore wood all the way throughout. You're also getting a standard Paterno Frau leather stitched IP. That's the same leather company that you see in a lot of the exotics.
Yes.
That's standard on this vehicle. Berber floor mats. I mean, this is interior that you typically don't see in a standard full-size car. You know, and this really stands out in this segment. It's why it's allowed the 300 to really pull down from other segments in the past. And we also have standard on this car, and across all the 300s now, is our new rotary dial shifter. Something that both 200 and 300 have. which is a nice clean execution.
Yes.
You know, now we only have the 8-speed with this vehicle. So whether you're getting the 3.6 with almost 300 horsepower, or you're getting the 5.7 liter V8 with 360 horsepower, you're going to get the 8-speed automatic. And now they're both connected to this rotary dial. It's a nice clean execution. Once again, cleans up the whole center console. And we also updated all these cars with our new radios and our new 7-inch reconfigurable cluster between the displays. So just an absolutely gorgeous interior.
So what is integrated with this car? My iPhone?
Yeah, so
Android.
our new radios, the Uconnect radios, come standard with Bluetooth, Sirius, but now you can also have all of the apps. So you can have Pandora. You can do everything with your hands on the steering wheel too. It has one-step voice rec. So it's always frustrating when you're driving and you want to put something in the navigation. You got to come to a stop to do it. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can just hit the button and say navigate to. You can read 800 Chrysler Drive, Auburn Hills, Michigan, and it'll actually navigate to that spot.
Wow.
It also has 3D navigation, so it actually start picking up landmarks like buildings here in New York. It also has Wi-Fi standard. So one of the coolest features on this car, since we have an embedded cell in every one of the radios on 300, is we have this app called Uconnect Access that you can download for your smartphone.
Okay.
And that allows you to lock the car from anywhere. It allows you to remote start the car if you have remote start. So if you're on the 60th floor of some building and you want to remote start your car because it's 10 degrees out, you can do that automatically with this car.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's a standard feature on the car, is the embedded cell in the radio. So there's a ton of technology that's going into these vehicles now.
Wow, so the platinum is because of the color, or?
Yeah, so the top end platinum, and I'll shut the door just so you can see it. So how we kind of set up the trim walk, the S is all blacked out on the outside. Our C is kind of the bright chrome vehicle.
Yes.
The C Platinum is more subdued chrome, so you get more of this titanium satin finish on all the chrome parts, whether it's the door handles,
It's really great.
the mirrors, and also the wheels are all kind of a satin finish, not a bright chrome finish. And that's kind of what we're looking at, is from a step. This is what this customer's looking for. They don't want all the chrome. They want a little bit more sedated.
Wow, Chrysler has always given us something new. How much further do you think they're going to go?
We're always pushing. We're always working on cars a couple years down the road, and we're innovating, and we're always looking at what's new. And we're not just looking at our segment; we're just looking at segments above us, right? Because that's where you got to look to bring down stuff for the mainstream vehicles and the mainstream customers, because that's what they're going to expect in a couple years. Right. So that's what we continually do.
Well, nobody's listening. What do you know?
What's that? Well, nobody's listening. I can't say what we're going to do in a couple of years because I prefer to have a job. But I would just say we're always looking at the segments above us, and we did the same thing on 200 that we're doing on 300. And we look at the segments above us, look at the luxury guys, and say, hey, what are they bringing to market? We need to pull that down and put it in our car. Whether it's a Paterno Frau leather stitched IP or real wood interior, we need to bring that down into our car at a reasonable price.
Well, concepts, Chrysler has always brought it to reality, and that's one thing I like about a Chrysler.
Yeah.
So, once again, guys, this is Motorhead. This is Andy. He has done a great job. Did my job. Take the mic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good one.
I'll see you later, guys.
All right.